Hi, this is Vamsi Dande. Welcome to Grafix Vidya. So there is a Adobe Premiere Pro. Okay, it's CC 2022. We can work with wedding mixing, short films, documentary editing, and filmmaking and YouTube editing. Okay, in Premiere Pro we do all the editing things, but in the FCP there is another application. There is an editing application FCP. It's a main HD version, and this is, we can do the same HD in Premiere Pro also. Okay, but same thing we can do as a wedding mixing, short films, and document settings, filmmaking, and YouTube editing. And but this FCP works on Apple laptops only, like Mac versions. Okay, Mac operating system only. But our Premiere Pro works on Windows. Okay, and there is a one more other application like Educe. It is for wedding mixing. Who has keeping the studios in the outside? They will take this type of application. And there is a Filmora is one of the YouTube editing for the students. The students can edit easily in the Filmora. And there is a Avid Media Composer for filmmaking. So when you want to work any movie like films, they use the application Adobe Media Composer. But nowadays the FCP also we are working with the movies, and Premiere Pro also we can edit the movies based on the budget. Okay, the low budget films we can work directly in the Premiere Pro. A medium budget films we can work with FCP. A high level budget films they can work with Avid. Okay, now you understand the other applications, but mainly we use Premiere Pro. And come to the so, yes, this one FCP work with the Apple laptop. We can work this one as a Mac also. The both will be suitable. So Adobe Premiere Pro is flexible for Windows and as well as Mac also. Okay, we can get the applications. And come to the Adobe Premiere Pro is a timeline based video editing software application. It is a part of the Adobe Creative Suite. So the Adobe Premiere Pro, it is a timeline based video editing application. Suppose open Premiere Pro application. So this is the application we are working here. Okay, and we can interfaces, how the interfaces will be there. So you can understand very easily. Take the new project and take the project here, browse, take it any one desktop. I'm just showing the things, but I'll show you in the next level. Okay, when we started our application now, I'll show you the complete interfaces and everything. I'm showing the timeline. What is exactly the timeline base? Okay, so just taking the timeline base. So this is the timeline. So here it's a timeline based video editing application. Why, sir? It is timeline based. So previously we have the Premiere Pro has only one line timeline based, only one line based. Okay, one line means we have only one track only. Okay, in the track only we use the audio and we use the video. But this is a timeline based video editing application has been converted into linear and non-linear. Okay, now this is the non-linear editing system now. So that's why we have video tracks and audio tracks separately. In previously we have only one track only. Okay, that is only one track. We can working with both. Okay, so Premiere Pro is the redesigned success to Adobe Premiere and launch was 2003. Premiere Pro was one of the first computer based non-linear editing system. Okay, means non-linear means we have a 3 video tracks and 3 audio tracks, and we can add more tracks also. Previously we have only linear editing system. We have only one track. That is the difference between linear and non-linear. And a suite of graphic design, video editing, and web development program. So who has developed this Adobe Premiere Pro? This is the part of Adobe company. So Premiere Pro has designed by Adobe. So Adobe has released graphic designing applications and video editing applications and web development programs also. Okay, you understand this one? Linear and non-linear. Okay, Premiere Pro supports high resolution video editing. So if you want to take a film 2K or different or you get some HD high definition video, it has been supported. It will be supported and up to 32 bit per channel color in both RGB and YUV. So RGB is nothing but red, green, blue. YUV channel, this is one type of channel. Okay, ultraviolet channels. Okay, audio sample level editing and 5.1 surround sound mixing are available. Okay, so what happening here, it is supported with two RGB channels and YUV channels, okay, and it is a audio. Previously we don't have the 2.1 surrounding systems only, but now it is expanded into 5.1 surrounding systems. So if you take any electronic music systems, now the generation are using completely 5.1 surrounding system, means it's come with bass, so that one also it will be supportable, okay. And come to the animation. What is exactly the animation, sir? A simulation of movement created, a simulation of movement created by displaying a series of pictures or frames. Suppose the how the animations will be there. So this is a marker. The marker is throwing from here to here. So throwing means what is the marker happening? So this is the first frame, second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, seven, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. So many of frames has happened to going from one place to another place. So like this, the animation is nothing but series of pictures, series of pictures, series of pictures or series of images. We can see the animation. Come to the walkthrough. So click it here. We can see the walkthrough here, or running or walkthrough. This is the first force, second force, third force, and like this, the step by step the series of pictures will be done. Okay, then only the animation will be created. Okay, so click it here. This is the animation from phase 1, phase 2, phase 3, first frame, second frame, third frame, fourth frame, fifth frame, and sixth frame. He is falling down. He is falling down. He's falling down means first frame this one, second frame this one, third frame this one, fourth frame. Almost 7 frames he done with a fall. He just fall down. Okay. See the jump. The frog is jumping. Okay. The frog is jumping means first frame, second frame, third frame, fourth frame, fifth frame, and sixth frame. So when the frames are going like that, the automatically that we call as a series of pictures, series of images, frame by frame is called animation. And cartoons on television is one of the best example of animation. We can see the Tom and Jerry and that type of things. There are many software applications that enable you to create animations that you can display on a computer monitor. We have a different type of applications we have. Okay, but here we have the best application to edit the videos, and to give the effects, to give the transitions, to give the color corrections and everything in Premiere Pro. So animation also we can create here using it frame by frame. That how can we do the frame by frame also we can see in the next level. Okay, but this is not a particular frame by frame application. We have a 2D softwares for the televisions. There we have to use the frame by frame. But here also we can create the frame by frame animations using with key points. Okay, that we can see in the our interfaces when we open now, that we can see in the next session. Okay, thank you friends. Let's take with Premiere Pro. So the Premiere Pro already we done with some core concepts like some what is exact Premiere and Premiere Pro. Okay, and here we have already we saw the things on the previous session. We saw the animation concept. Okay, come to the frame rate. What is exactly frame rate, sir? It is also known as a frame frequency, and which an imaging device displays consecutive images called frames. So I told you already in earlier, there is a frame rate and there is a animation, image sequence, image sequence. So there is a images, the sequence of images here. See, the frame by frame, the consecutive images we called as frames. Okay, the means the motion between a frame by frame motion. The image is moving. See, this we call as frames. Okay, so frame frequency, imaging device displaying consecutive images called frame, means step by step, the frame by frame. Okay, a single point to single point. So how the motion taking the frame by, generally if you play this one directly, the start point and the placing point will come. The motion in between the images we have now, this we call as frames. Okay, and the frame rate of your composition should be based upon your final output. So when we taking a composition, means when we taking any new document, For new document that we call here a sequence or composition. What the composition you are taking the frame rate, that should be uh, that should be come to the final output also. When we giving to the final output, like rendering output into the video format in the outside, that video format rendering also, it should be the same frame rate. Okay, I'll show you in the technically. Okay, if you are outputting your video for television for the PAL video format, you must use a frame rate of 25 frames per second. Okay, so basically what happened here, if you are using, you are outputting your video for televisions, so there is a satellite channels, broadcasting channels, we have so many channels. Okay, um, it's statewide channels or national wide channels we can see in the televisions. Okay, but in the televisions we use the PAL video format, means there is nothing but in the camera, we have two types of things, one is PAL and second one is NTSC. Okay, PAL video format, you must use a frame rate of 25 frames per second. For 1 second, how many frames? 25. For NTSC, we have a frame rate 29.97 frames per second, approximately 30 frames. So that's why our Tollywood movies compared to Hollywood movies, the picture quality will be more different. There is a high frame rate. There is a high frame rate. Here we have a low frame rate. Okay, our cameras will be supported by 25 frames per second. Here we have 29.97 frames per second. Okay, but the frame rate for films, the movies, the theaters, okay, cinema halls, okay, 24 frames per second, and film we call as a 2K. 2K means K means nothing but 2000. Okay, the frame rate for films is 24 frames, but broadcasting channels for 1 second, how many frames? 25. But movie 24 frames per second, and film we call as a the film we call as a 2K or 4K. There is a large screens. Prasad IMAX, you can see there is a large screen. That is a 4K, high quality, high definition theater, that we call as 4K. But remaining theaters we have, no, that we have a 2K only. The screen size will be 2K. The video format modes: PAL, phase alternate line, European and Indian using PAL for movies and televisions of video formats. 24 frames per movies, 25 frames per televisions. Phase alternating line, European and India, the countries are using PAL for movies only and televisions. But NTSC, National Television Standard Coder Committee, in USA, Canada, Mexico, Japan are using this video format. 29.97 frames per second, approximately 30 frames per second. Now you got the idea. So this is good. Then what about the core concepts? What about the core concepts? 1 second. Hello. Yes. చెప్పండి. ఓకే, అంటే నాకు అర్థం కాలేదు. మీరు బ్యాక్గ్రౌండ్ చేస్తున్నారు ఎవరు చెప్పారు? ఆ, మరి ఆ? నేను సెషన్లో ఉన్నాను, మళ్ళీ చేస్తాను. National Television State Standard Coder Committee in US, and this is the things. And what are the core concepts? What are the major topics we covered in this application? The basic user interface, and the toolbox, and the timeline controls, audio and video tracks, audio and video synchronization, rough editing, and when you take a video, when you shoot the video, there is so much of gaps we have. We have to edit the rush, and we have to remove it, and we have to keep it into the particular timeline, exact the perfectly. Okay, we have to remove the unnecessary part. Okay, that we call as rough editing. Keying is nothing but blue screen, blue mat, and green mat. They use blue mat and green mats. How can we remove the blue and green mats? For movies they use some blue mat and green mat, no? How can we do that? We call as a keying concepts. Effect controls like transform controls like position, scale, rotation, and opacities, and video and audio transitions, audio level controls, file format sequences like TZA, JPG, PNG, video formats like AVI, MP4, and MOV. Okay, and rendering output, exporting with media, and exporting output in media encoders. Here is one topic. Here we can export with two different places. Directly we can export into media, and directly we can export into media encoders also. I'll show you. Okay. Now you understand. So let's take with Premiere Pro, guys. Yeah. Today I will forget my flash pen. You can practice. So select this one and take the new project here. So Control plus N to create a new project, or new project. And where is the project? Click it here and go to the desktop and make it Premiere classes. Okay, and this is the just interface. Take the folder and select the folder. And what is the sequence here? The name is intro. The project name is intro. And make it what is the time code and what is the milliseconds and what is the HDV. There is a HDV format. Click it. Okay. And Control N to create the new sequence. Okay. To create a new sequence. Already we done with intro and there is a new sequence. Select this one and make it HDV 1080 by 1440 by 1080. This one HDV and this one is different type of file formats and make it with DVPAL. These are the standard 720 by 5. These are old monitors. Old televisions we have a small screens. They use 720 by 576, 720 by 576. Wide screens will be there. And now the work we are working completely HD versions like 1080 by 1080, like this 1440 by 1080. Like this we have the HD versions. I can select the video settings. Okay, and there is a 3 audio tracks and 3 video tracks will be added. Okay, and sequence name is user interface. Okay, these are the frame rates, but known this is the 24, 24, 25. This one will be the main frame rates. Okay, these are supported frame rates. Okay, but mainly anamorphic sizes we have to take it, but mainly we use 25 frame rates only. Okay, and we can create it here. Then how can we import that? We just taken a sequence and the name is intro, and we just taken this one and we just taken with the UI. This is the our project intros. Okay, and there is a this is the interface, guys, and this is the source monitor, this is the client monitor, this is the timeline, and this is the importing panel. Importing panel, timeline, client monitor, source monitor, effect controls. Okay, now click it here and write it down. Control N to create a new document. To create a new project, and we have to create a root folder. Root folder means we created a root folder like this now. Interface. Okay. So Control N. Right. You have to write it the shortcuts now. We have to create one root folder, brother. We have to create one root folder as well as we have to create a new sequence also. Two things. Root folder is nothing but where we are storing the saving the file. Interface is nothing but we are taking the sequence is nothing but we are taking the sections. Like suppose there is a movie, chapter 1, chapter 2, there is a starting intro, after that there is a interval, after that there is a again climax. So the starting, the middle, and climax. Like that, we have a 50 scenes. We have a 50 scenes in the, we have a short film or movie, we have a 50 scenes. Okay, for every scene, we have to keep it one sequence into 10, uh, 10 scenes into one sequence, 11th to 20 into second sequence, 13 to 4, 30 into, like, we have to use the different type of sequences. You have to divide the length of. Yes, exactly. Then that's why we are taking the sequences. Suppose this is a scene one, I can rename it scene one. So it has been came, and I can take it again one more new sequence. This is called scene two, scene one, scene two. So like this, the sequences we create it. Now you understand. But this one is to creating a root folder. We are saving the file, the main file, where it is the intro. The in that intro, we are creating subsequences. Okay, you got it? Please do. Yeah. So select this one, sequence, to create a project sequence. Okay, and here we have to import the images, or videos, whatever may be. Control I to import the images. So where we can get the videos? Suppose we can go with Pixabay. I can click it here and make it with some videos. Like, click it here. We can take this video, or we can take this video. So we can take it. So these videos we can directly take it, and we can select this one and we can download it and click it here. We can use this type of videos also, but make it 1920 by 1080. This is fine for us. Okay. So like this, we can take these videos. Okay, and we can use these videos as commercially and personally also. Why means Pixabay is a Pixabay, Unsplash, and we have a Pexels. These three websites are the main websites. Okay, no commercial, no copyright issues. Okay, like this we can take it. We can use, suppose, the corporate videos, the corporate, some talking videos like this, and making phone. So this one, and you would like to download, make it with 1920 by 1080. It is asking us Gmail. Make it Gmail. It's a free of login. For references and demo purpose only, we are just taking this one. Okay. Click it and make it this one. Select this one. So this is the green mat. View the money. So like this, we can create it. Okay. We can download the videos like this. Suppose click it here and select the videos. We call as videos or footages. Okay. So first of all, let's take it here and come to here. I can import the images first of all. What are the images we have? I can image the images, select this one, and I can import the images like this. If you double click, this is the source monitor. This is the source monitor. But client monitor is the output. We have to normally. After that, you can drag it to here. Then automatically the client monitor will here. Two monitors. One is source monitor, checking monitor. This one is checking. This is output monitor. Okay. Client monitor, source monitor. Okay. Sir, let's take with video, sir. Now click it, make it footages. So double click. Stop it only from here to play again. Stop. I need only from here. So only that part only we can import here. So there is so much of length, but we have taken the middle of the part. So the source monitor will help us like this. You understanding? From to client monitor. How can we import the images, sir? Control I to import the images and footages. Note it down. Videos we call as footages. Videos we call as footages. Hey, where is your footage? You can please collect that footage like that. Okay. So we just double click and we import it, or control I we can import. So you can come to the project panel, double click, and you can import directly, or otherwise control I you can import directly. You can double click here, you can see the source monitor. After that, if it is good or otherwise, no need to click double click also. Directly you can drag and drop here. You got it? Like this. So this one also you can take it like this.
Video and the screen is somehow the video size.
Then this video is different. size is different. No. So this video size is different. This video size is different. So I would like to fit this video into this composition, this sequence. So select this one, right click, scale to frame size. Now,
Some points
no. See, 28%. See, it has been fitted directly. See, now this one, select this one, right click, scale to frame size.
what can be easy or not?
Based on the your video size. Suppose if the video size is good, okay. If the video size is not good, so a small size you can drag it more big size, it will be pixels. But if it is a less size, we can add it some more. We can increase, we can transform it a little bit, not pure, not completely. We can transform it above some little transforming we can done, but not more. Okay. If you more transform, automatically the quality will be decreased. Is it clear? So like this, we can importing and we can placing into the timeline. And if you fit like this, what happened here? It will be stretch it. Right click, scale to frame size. Like this, it will scale it. Okay. Right click. You can select this one. Scale to frame size. Set to frame size means it will be transformed like this. See. And you can drag it like this. Make it right click, scale to frame size. You can and right click, scale to
Has to sacrifice some parts.
like this. So if you double click, you can see the controllers. You can select this one and double click, you can see the controllers. Okay. If you come and you can select this one, there is no controller. You just select this one and double click, you can see the controllers. Transform controllers. You can select this one and double click, you can see the controllers. Getting the points? Okay. You have to zoom it and zoom out. This one. Plus, minus in the keyboard. Plus, minus in the keyboard. Zoom in and zoom out. You have to first of all understand the interface. Then only we can go to the subject. So that's why these are the base of shortcuts. Okay. Then I have to rename the footages or rename the sequence, whatever may be. The sequence is user interface. How I changed it? Enter for rename. So what is this one? Double click. This is the uh, so there is a trees with characters. Okay, and what is this? Piggy with piggy money. And what is this? Just double click. Hen. Just select it. Enter for rename. What? Select it. Enter for rename. Just this is a hero interface. Like this, we can change the renaming. Please note it down. Press enter to rename the file names. Okay. Sir, this is very good, sir. Then what is exactly, sir, this one? There is a interface. This is the client monitor. This is the source monitor, and this is the project importing panel. Project importing panel we can adjust like this. Okay, and this is the toolbox, and this is the timeline. So what is this? This is the essentials. Okay, if you want to keep it, you can keep it, or otherwise you can drag it like this. Okay, you can drag it and you can increase the timeline like this. We can adjust it like this. So there is a controllers like effect controllers. For every object you can see there is a motion controls. Okay, if it is an image, if it is a video, whatever may be, select it and there is a motion. Okay, for every object there is a motion. You can position, you can scale, you can rotate, you can create a objects. If you want to take it mask, you can make it mask like this. You need a mask feather like this. You can a mask opacity like this. You can mask expansions like this. So these are the, for every object we have some controllers, predefined controls, predefined controls. If you want to keep it reset, just select it and make it a common 540s and make it scaling 100 and make it rotation 0. Okay, and remove, select this one and remove. Want to delete, just use the delete button which came now and select this one and make it, keep it in center. You can select this one, double click, automatically you can select like this. No need to double click also. You can select this one, you can see the effect controls, click on the motion, automatically the controls will be activated. Two types. One is select this one, double click, the controls activated. Otherwise, select this one, go to the effect controls and click it, activated. So, what is the shortcut to get this effect controls? Shift 5. Shift 5 for effect controls. Write it down. Okay. So, like this. Please check the interface today. How I importing the images and videos. Download from Pixabay. Okay. Or you have any other videos, you can import it in your project. And how can you just double click, go to the source monitor and select this one and check the monitor. This is the timeline. Okay. And spacebar for play, stop. Okay. Play, play, play for spacebar only. Okay. And come directly. If you don't want this, select this one and delete this one. I'm not taking anything here, just taking a move tool and selecting the videos. That's it. If you want the zoom the video, you can zoom the video. Okay. And how much is exactly the timeline, sir? So there is a timeline. What is the timeline? This is hours, minutes, seconds, and milliseconds or frames. Okay. Come to here. See 4. After 24, it's taking directly 1 second. 25 we can take it 1 second, or 24 frames also 1 second. We just taken the project like that only. Okay, it is 1 second 15 frames, 2 seconds. To drag it like this, 44 seconds. So again it's taking 1 minute 4 seconds. Minutes it's came. If there is a hours, it's taking more and more. If there is a project, then automatically we can take it hours also. You can drag it like this. 57 minutes now. So after that, milliseconds or frames. Now you got the time code. This we call as time code. The time code will be like this. Okay. For After Effects and Premiere Pro, both same only. Okay. Anything doubts? Today see the only the interface concepts and the how to importing and how to placing into the client monitors and showcasing the like source monitors, client monitors, and effect controls. But I'm not given exactly effect controls perfectly. Tomorrow we'll see the animation concept with effect controls. Okay, today it's only to understanding the interfaces. Thank you. Thank you, friends. This is Vamsi Dande. As a senior graphic and UI UX designer, please contact 9030-913 and 914, or please visit our institution in Amirpet, friends. Okay.